position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So LSU's offense will get the ball first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johns. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as his offense is trying to do some work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man. It's Johns. Turns it on in midfield. Gashing the D on the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Quick step and go. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4 after putting 3 on the board of the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Oh, he's got a chance. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity of playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Ezukama. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the missed connection on third down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot him. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his big tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, and they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands. It's Ezukama. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Ezukama. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarter.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why? They keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Here we go. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's carry on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the run, it's Ezukama. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to run for it. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Working on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Mississippi State right back to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second down coming up. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle. It's Giles. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's
going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Creates a little space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The inside handoff. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Touchdown, Bulldog! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Holds it in on the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Here's the give off the left side. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And some room to work. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Page. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pulls it in. It's carry on. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Ezukama. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working that left side now. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ezukama. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Turning it on! And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat? And
he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for